Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, Dr. Haider Shah. On behalf of Calwas, I would like to welcome all of you to this webinar. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have another very interesting topic, and I'm really honored to welcome and introduce our distinguished guest speaker who is going to talk about technological advancement in tourism and hospitality sector in post-pandemic scenario. With advancement in technology, it is making our life easy and to facilitate our customer in a more appropriate way. But at the same time, it is making us difficult and face competition very well, and how to develop ourselves accordingly so that we can compete in dynamic world is a very big challenge. So indeed, a very interesting topic, and I'm sure in this session you are going to learn about new amazing things because we have an expert with us in today's this session. So stay tuned because an amazing stuff are coming ahead in this session. So before we start, I would like to thank Kalwas for arranging such enlightenment sessions, for their support and providing such a wonderful platform. The aim of Calvas is to give you the opportunity to connect and interact with world renowned speakers, academic leaders, teachers, authors, researchers, experts, professionals, and businessmen to learn from their experiences, recommendation, and suggestions, which will create an impact and will enable you to learn and develop yourself in order to grow and transform individually as well as to contribute to the world in a positive way. As our slogan is come, learn, and share knowledge. So today we have an amazing person as guest. She is a versatile person with amazing great qualities, having vast experience and exposure. An internationally known and recognized speaker, we always see her on different platforms while contributing to the field and world. Moreover, through her great knowledge and wisdom, people are getting the right guidance and knowledge. So let me introduce her formally. She is an associate professor at the university at the Ondokuz Mayıs University in Turkey, earned her master's and PhD degree from the Akdeniz University. She worked at different five-star hotels and online travel agency between 1998 to 2013. Moreover, she decided to continue her career in the academia and became a lecturer at Adnan Menderes University in 2013 and transferred to the Ondokuz Mayıs University in 2017. In addition to that, she was in the US between October 2019 to September 2020 as a visiting professor at the University of South Florida and has been recognized with the Outstanding Visiting Scholar Award. She published 34 journal articles and 14 book chapters. Her research area of interest is technology in the hospitality and tourism industry. She serves as associate editor at the Journal of Hospitality and Tourism Technology, which is in SSCI journal. Last but not the least, she is a wonderful speaker, author, teacher, researcher, professional, and above everything, a great human being. So please help me in welcoming our guest, Associate Professor Dr. SEDEN DOGAN. Welcome to the Calvas platform, and thank you very much, Prof, for joining us.
Thank you so much for the invitation, and you're so kind. Thank you so much for your kind words. What a welcome. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good evening from Turkey.
Yeah, thank you very much, Prof. It's indeed a pleasure to have you. A soft reminder to the audience that Prof will be presenting, and she would leave time for question and answer session at the end of the session. If you have any question, you can write in comment section, or you can email us on info@calvas.com. So let get us started. So over to you, Prof. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I will start the slideshow right now. Can you see the screen clearly?
Yes, Prof. Entirely. Perfect. Go ahead, please.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, we will talk about technology today, which is a really, really interesting topic. How technology is changing our world as well as hospitality and tourism industry. I am representing my university, Ondokuz Mayıs University, and University of South Florida M3 Center, which is a technological and innovation center in University of South Florida. And once again, thank you for the invitation. It's great to be here with you. Okay, you see two pictures on the screen now. I don't know if you are familiar with them. On the right side, there are hotel room keys. And on the left side, you see a fax machine. Both items are not being used right now because other things, other technologies took over. Now we have room keys as room cards, and we are using email to send something to somebody. So these are the old technologies. We are not using them, but they were really helpful before. And here you see two different type of items that are being used in kitchen in hotels. On the right side, there is a smart oven. It knows what to cook, how to cook, or how can arrange the temperature to cook the food. And on the left side, it's my favorite actually. I was working in the kitchen when I was 16-year-old, and it was like decades ago. And my job was peeling potatoes. I was peeling potatoes the whole day since from the morning till the evening, and I hated that job. Actually, I cannot stand seeing one potato. One day, the executive chef invited me to his office, and he told me that, "Hey, SEDEN, we have a surprise for you." And I was like, "What?" And he showed me this machine, and I was like, "What is this?" And he said, "This is a potato peeling machine." I was like, "Oh my God, the happiest day in my whole life," because I didn't have to peel the potatoes anymore. So technology is helper. Many people are afraid of losing their jobs, just like Thomas the cat, but it's not. I mean, technology is not creating this type of threats. Technology is advancing what we are doing. We will see how. Today, we will talk about technological developments in the hospitality and tourism industry. How are we using technology in travel planning, in hotels, hotel rooms, in restaurants, and more? Because in the COVID era, this is a totally different time for everybody. In this unexpected times, we use technology a lot more. Technology is a helper for many companies. We will see. Of course, these technologies that we will talk about are the examples of Industrial Revolution 4.0. Automation, cyber physical systems, sensors, augmented reality, virtual reality, hologram, drones, and everything. They are being presented by the Industrial Revolution, the last Industrial Revolution. This is a very fresh statistics, digital around the world. In the world, more than half of the population is using internet and also using social media. So we are connecting via internet right now. You are watching me via internet, and we are connecting other people by using our social media accounts. We are adding them in our friends list, and we are communicating. And this is not something that we use. It's also being used by companies to interact with the customers. In the COVID era, we are trying to avoid physical touch, and we try to stay away from the people, you know. And many companies, especially restaurants, were closed. And how they communicate with the people, with the customers? They communicated via internet and social media. In the technology, how we use technology in travel planning, there is travel ecosystem I will talk about, the social media, as I said, digital ads, chatbots, and augmented reality and virtual reality. By the way, I have some short videos to show you, to show what I am talking about. I hope you enjoy all the videos. This is online travel ecosystem. It starts with the inspiration. For example, now we are almost post-COVID times, and we are dying for travel. Actually, I am dying to travel. So I am dreaming to travel. For example, maybe Pakistan, I can come to visit Pakistan. And maybe you are dreaming to visit my country, Turkey. So it all starts with inspiration, and we inspired by other travelers by using online review systems, travel review systems. Then we start plan how to travel, where to stay, and in this part there is Tripline, Citybot. There are different tools to help us. You don't have to leave your home to plan your travel. You don't have to even stand up and call somebody. You can use your mobile phone easily. There are mobile apps for many things. So you can use mobile apps to do anything. Then after you plan, then you start searching hotels, for example, or restaurants, for example. When you go to the place, where to eat, where to stay, where to visit, for example, or maybe you would like to buy museum ticket. So in this part, online travel agencies and meta search systems are helping you. Meta search systems are like pools. Many companies are uploading their items. So when one person is searching anything, he or she can find many different options. And then it's time to book the hotel, and you can make your reservation via hotel's own website or peer-to-peer systems like Airbnb or private sales systems. So it's easy. It's just like a one-click thing. And then travel, of course, when you traveling, you post your days on your social media, you share your experience with your followers, and when you go back home, then you become an inspiration for others because you write your experience. As we have seen, it's like a circle. And in the post-COVID in the post-COVID era, this online ecosystem will be used more because people will not go to visit a travel agency office or flight ticket sale office. They will continue to do their own booking or search behavior online. And as you have seen, more than 50% of the population is using social media, and we are spending 2 hours, average 2 hours and 27 minutes on social media. It is, of course, more than that. This is an average amount of time per day. For example, I am using social media like 24 hours because the first thing that I am doing when I wake up to connect my social media and check what happened while I was sleeping. And the last thing that I am doing when I go to bed to check the social media and see what's going on. So we are using social media so badly. I mean, I am saying so badly because it's kind of an addiction, but social media is connecting the world. So the companies are using social media to interact with the customers, as I mentioned before. And because it's cheap, I mean, it's does not require any money to create, for example, Facebook page for a company, no money, or create an Instagram account. It's free of charge. So companies are using social media because of the cost efficiency. And here I will show you a video about virtual reality, because virtual reality, and we are talking about metaverse nowadays. We are trying to understand what this metaverse is, and companies are starting business in the metaverse world. So virtual reality is a part of metaverse, and airline companies, travel agencies are using virtual reality. Let's see how.
Imagine if you could search for flights, walk through a plane to select your seat, book and pay for your trip using virtual reality. We live in a 3D world. Why shouldn't we shop for our future travel this way? An Amadeus company, Navitaire, unveils the world's first virtual reality travel search and booking experience. Travelers will be able to select a destination and a date for their flight. Once selected, a traveler will pick the flight and see the aircraft seat map to select a seat. You will also add other services to your booking. Once you have all set for your trip, you can move ahead with the payment. This could change the way travelers will purchase trips, helping airlines and other travel companies become the next generation retailers. In the era of the empowered traveler, Navitaire and Amadeus are helping airlines to shape a personalized customer experience at every stage of the journey.
Yes, the lady said that we are living in a 3D world. This is true. And virtual reality is especially helpful for disabled people, because they have some difficulties to travel from one place to another. So virtual reality is a really helpful tool for them. And what kind of technologies we are using in the hotels? Of course, mobile apps, augmented reality and virtual reality, humanless receptions and receptionless hotels. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Especially in the COVID times, we were avoiding touching places or interacting with others. So hotels created humanless receptions, and after that they created receptionless hotels. Mobile apps, I'm sure you have many mobile apps in your mobile phone. I even order food by using the mobile app, and I book my flights, I book my hotels by using like Expedia app or Skyscanner app. I am also using TripAdvisor app to read others' comments about a hotel, a specific hotel or specific destination. The hotels are providing VR service for the customers. Marriott Hotel is using virtual reality glasses to promote their hotel. You wear the virtual reality glass, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in Marriott Hotel in Malibu, for example, Malibu Beach. And even they created a cabin for the virtual reality travel. And when you enter the cabin, the door is closed, and then they spray ocean smell in the cabin while you are visiting the Malibu beach in virtual world. So you feel the air, you feel the smell, and then Marriott Hotel, of course, let you book the hotel. Receptionless hotels, humanless hotels, of course, remind us the robots and artificial intelligence and different type of technologies. This is Flaizu Hotel. It's in China, and it's the world's first fully automated hotel. We have another short video.
Welcome to Alibaba's Flaizu Hotel, the hotel of the future. Located in Hangzhou, China, the Flaizu Hotel project was led by Alibaba's online travel platform Fliggy. The hotel brings together technology and hospitality to find innovations that can empower the industry in the digital era. It all starts with the Flaizu mobile app. From here, I can book my stay, choose the floor I want, and even the direction that my room faces. And when I get to the hotel, check-in requires just a few simple steps at this kiosk. For Chinese travelers, it's even easier. They can check in via the app and go straight to their room. Flaizu features a range of AI services to create a convenient and seamless experience for guests. For example, you can choose to use facial recognition rather than keys and key cards to access the hotel. That means everything from using the elevator to entering your room is as easy as smiling for the camera. The hotel uses the picture I took at check-in to verify it's me. The Flaizu Hotel has 290 rooms, each with a Tmall Genie smart assistant who helps me adjust the temperature, the lights, the curtains, and the TV, all with a simple voice command. Tmall Genie also functions as my 24/7 personal butler.
Tmall Genie, 我要一瓶水。
好的，服务员会尽快送来饮用水。
When that bottle of water arrives, it may not be delivered by your typical hotel employee. This is the future hotel, after all. Fliggy has room service robots to do that work. I just input a passcode that was sent to me via text, and the water is mine. The robots also deliver towels and other items, and even the meals at the hotel's restaurants. If I feel like working out, the gym offers some fun digital experiences too. When it's time to check out, there are no lines and no hassle. I just pack.
Yes, just pack and go. You have seen many different technologies in this video: facial recognition, voice command system. Voice command system is being used in hotels, especially in the COVID era, because people, as I said before, people are avoiding touching places or using the telephone in the room. So voice command system is an alternative for this behavior. And what type of technology is being used in hotel rooms? We have seen in the previous video, but what about the future? I mean, what type of hotel room we will see in the future? I have another video for this. We don't need keys because facial recognition system is helping us. We don't have to use keys, or we don't have to use telephone to order anything. And we don't need a human helper, human workers. We have automation, but many people will hate me because I said we don't need human workers. Of course, we need human workers. Robots are just options, just alternatives. Hospitality industry is requiring human touch. Yes, ever wondered what hotels will look like in the future? Let's see what the future is bringing us. Can you imagine? You don't have to pack anything to go to this hotel because there is 3D printer in the room and it can print whatever you need. You don't have to have a luggage with you. Or neurodreaming, what type of dream you would like to see when you are sleeping. You can choose. Hologram concerts area. What is your favorite singer? Mine is, for example, Madonna. And Madonna is delivering a concert for me, personal concert. Via hologram technology. So this is the future, guys. We should be ready. And the restaurants, the most affected businesses are restaurants in the COVID times. They had to be closed, just like the hotels. And thanks to technology, they are back in business now. We are not seeing physical menus anymore. When we go to restaurant or bar or cafe, there is QR code menus on the tables because, as usual, as I said before, we are not, we don't want to touch anything, to touch physical menu. QR codes was the savior of the day. And automation, of course. Different robots are working in the restaurants because people didn't want to be served by humans in the COVID times. The robots were the helpful tools for restaurants. And smart food waste system with artificial intelligence, with the help of artificial intelligence and sensors, the smart waste bins are sensing what type of food are being wasted. So you can arrange your menu. Let's see one sample. As you have seen, you can easily make the payment by using QR code as well. And you can make your table reservation by using QR code. And the food was being prepared by the face masked chefs, human chefs in the kitchen, and being delivered by the tiny little robots. Sorry, I will change my slide. Yes. And this is the drone delivery. It's also being used by the restaurants in the COVID times because people don't want to see anybody, humanless delivery. Let's see how. No traffic problem, no traffic accidents, nothing. It's easy and it's healthy. And what are the advantages? Of course, these technologies have some advantages and some disadvantages. Of course, it's helping us to save time, to save costs, and help us to provide personalized service, require specialized staff, and create marketing and competitive advantage in the competitive world. And disadvantages, of course, requires high investment cost, need qualified staff, and risk on employment. We will talk about this. I'm sure there will be a question about that. And risk on the human-to-human interaction. But as I said before, hospitality industry requires human touch. We always need human. What can be done? Of course, revision of job processes and job descriptions. I would like to mention about 3D tasks here. 3D tasks are dirty, dull, and dangerous tasks. For example, I was working in a hotel. After working in the kitchen, I was a room cleaner, and I was cleaning the bathrooms and toilets, and I hated that. I really hated cleaning the toilets. But now, today, we have toilet cleaner robot, tiny little toilet cleaner robot. So we can give this robot to roommate, and it can set up the robot in the toilet. And while the robot is cleaning the toilet, the roommate can do anything else. This way, the room cleaner can focus the tasks that cannot be done by automation or artificial intelligence items. We have to revise our syllabuses at the schools, because we have to teach this type of technologies to our students, because they will graduate and they will go to work in the industry, and they will be facing these technologies. So we have to teach, and we have to revise the practicing areas like culinary labs, for example. In the culinary arts departments, there are some labs, cooking labs. So we can implement these technologies so our students can learn while they are studying. So any crazy ideas? They are, I call them crazy ideas, but they are true. They are future. Robot rights, for example. What type of rights should robots have, especially artificially intelligent robots? Are we ready for robot tourists? Because robot tourists are on the horizon as well. I show you example about humanless restaurants or humanless hotels, robot animals, hologram circus, and space hotel. Space hotel will be opening its doors in a couple of years. So are we ready for space hotel? Let me introduce you Sofia. Sofia is the world's first robot citizen. She has citizenship from Saudi Arabia, and she is the innovation ambassador of United Nations. She is traveling around the world and explaining innovation. So as she is the citizen of a country, she can be a tourist of a hotel or in a different country. So robot tourists are coming. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. And if there are any questions, I would like to answer.
Yes. Wow, superb presentation, wonderful way you explained everything, Prof. It was so wonderful to see, and I love your idea of starting it with the Tom and Jerry cartoon, and very nicely you have split the idea, the first half and the last half, and then what a nice way you have connected it and to complete the picture, because the trailer was so wonderful that you
Thank
made
you.
technology as a hero, but at the same time people got the notion that yes, people are replaced by the technology, and now they have to be worried about their job and coming future. And very
Yes.
nicely you have told the story of the artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and what the robots are doing. And then finally again you connected to the human touch, that yes, human touch should be there and human cannot be replaced very well. So
Yes.
very nice, congratulations on such a wonderful presentation and wonderful content. I would say very nice videos collection you have collected for this webinar session. Really a superb, I would say the session, it was very nice and
Thank
really
you.
so thoughtful. Thank you so much for giving us such a wonderful session. It is so great to see. And I would
Thank
say, Prof, that 80 to 90% questions you have answered in your wonderful presentation, because you have included all the things which were their concerns. But
Mhm.
again, we have few questions for
Sure.
you, because they want your guidance on that, and you are the right expert to tell us that how can it be shaped by the future industry.
Thank you.
So should we start with the question, first question, please?
Sure.
Okay, please. The first question is Prof, please guide us about the technological aspect, as you have mentioned very rightly, the role of the artificial intelligence and robots. Please enlighten us that will it not become more expensive for the industry to launch such a technological services, which will be very expensive? And how about it if it is compared to the low budget hotels, when they have a lot of human, and particularly, so to say, the cheap labor human? So how would they compete? Yes, please.
Of course, this technological investment is requiring high costs, and these type of hotels are just options for the travelers. And many travelers, for example me, will prefer this type of fully technological hotels one time or two times, because we want human touch. We want to see human receptionist in the reception. We would like to chat with the barmaid in the bar. These robots cannot provide us. So one time or two time you can visit this type of hotel, but the next time, the third time, you will go to low budget hotel to see this human workers. So there will be maybe competitive world for not low budget hotels, but for example 3-star 4-star hotels. But I don't believe that they will be losing part. They will be winning part.
Wow, very nice, very optimistic. Thank you very much for such a lovely answer.
Thank
That's
you.
the wonderful thing. Yeah. Another question, Prof, they want to ask that Prof, please enlighten us about the role of the skills of the employees, because the skills of the employee would be changing in coming future with the role of the artificial intelligence and robots. Don't you think that people with the lower skills are the less skills will be neglected in the hospitality industry? Yes, please guide us. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a great question. Yes. That's why we have to revise the syllabuses in the schools. We have to teach both hospitality and technology in the university, in the schools. And for example, 20 years ago, there was no social media expert or digital marketing manager. These type of jobs were not exist 20 years ago, but now it exists. So technology is helping us to create new jobs, and the people, the students, the labor has to improve itself, himself, herself. We have to provide it in the schools. We should, for example, we can teach programming in the hospitality schools, or we can teach artificially how artificially intelligent robot is working in the hospitality schools. So the syllabuses need to be revised.
Yes, Prof. Thank you very much again. You have given a wonderful answer for that question. One last question, which is very interesting. I'm sure since you have also highlighted in one of your answer, that's the wonderful thing. They want to ask that, Prof, please share your thoughts on the social element of the human, that you love to socialize with the people. Whenever we plan our trips, we definitely look after for a new contact, for a new relationship to establish and to interact with the new people. Don't you think with the advancement of so much technology we'll miss that human and social element? Yes, please.
Of course, it's a threat. I mean, it's a disadvantage of the technology. It's a threat on human touch. But we are social creatures. For example, today we are entering a post-COVID era, so we are ready to travel. Do you think that people are traveling to humanless hotels? Robot hotel, for example. Do you think people are traveling or staying in a robot hotel? No, because they miss to interact others. They miss to socialize with people. So this social aspect will never ever go away. We always need humans in the hospitality industry.
Yes, completely agree. And that's the wonderful thing. Very nicely said, Prof. Again. I would say I'm really enjoying the way you are answering and the way you presented it. You can see in comment section, there's a wonderful comment for that, they have written, the Tayyaba Rani, that thank you so much, Dr. SEDEN and Dr. Shah, for arranging this wonderful webinar. And secondly, I was wondering that how the world make these advancements, because you have included such a wonderful videos which has really enlightened our audience regarding what is happening in the industry particularly. And again, there is another comment by the Mahnu Fatma that such an insightful session, and I do hope that syllabus will be revised globally in coming future. So that's how you create the impact on world, and really you have touched the heart of the people. And I believe, yes, these kind of sessions create awareness what is happening and how can we prepare ourselves accordingly as a professional. So thank you very much, Dr. Sedan, for such a wonderful session with you. At the end of the session, we definitely ask our each guest that what is your message to the world as a teacher, author, speaker, trainer, learner, professional, and educator? Yes, please.
Okay, be bold. I mean, don't scare. Be bold and open to learn.
Wow, wonderful, very nice. Be bold, have a confidence, whatever you do, and prepare yourself accordingly. That's
Yes.
what you meant, right? Yeah. Thank you very much once again, Prof. And I would say that indeed, technological advancement in tourism and hospitality sector in the post-pandemic scenario, the Prof. SEDEN has already explained very well. Please do follow the distinguished guest speaker through her research work, and you can email her for future learning and guidance. She is very generous and always ready to help the people. Moreover, a wonderful explanation and powerful content which the Prof. Sedin has already elaborated will help you to learn and develop yourself according to the upcoming future of the this hospitality industry particularly. So take advantage of all the information, important tips and suggestions shared by an expert. So that is all we have time for today. Thank you once again, Dr. Sedan, for your wonderful time,
Thank
energy, and explanation. And I would also
it's
like to
my
thank our
pleasure.
audience. Yeah, it's entirely our pleasure to listen to you, Prof. And I would also like to thank our audience who joined us. If you have any additional question about the information shared today, please email to us or connect to the speaker directly through her email address or social media. Thank you all for your support and liking our session. Stay tuned as many sessions are on the way. Please do not miss session. Till next session, take care.